welcome to the Soulful Badass Podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Jackson, an intuitive success coach from the UK, and I'm here to help entrepreneurs, leaders, and soul-aligned goddesses to create epic levels of success and impact in your life and your business. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you are tuning in every week for mindset talk, manifestation, magic, and incredible interviews with other soul-aligned entrepreneurs. So hit the subscribe button, and I'd love to invite you to come and join the Soulful Badass community. All the links are in the show notes. Please go and click them, and I'll see you in there. Welcome to this week's episode of the Soulful Badass Podcast. In this week's episode, I want to talk to you about the S word. Yes, the word that most entrepreneurs, and especially female entrepreneurs, dread in their business unless they've managed to master the art of selling. Yes, I am talking about sales. And let's be honest, if you are wanting to have any success in your business, you need to get okay with the word sales. And I know it makes people cringe, and I know people go, oh, right inside, because they don't want to come across salesy. They don't want to be pitching at people. They don't want to be dropping into DMs and all of those things. And they want to come off as authentic. But ultimately, if you want to make money in your business, then you need to get okay with marketing and sales. There is no way around it. You have to be opening your doors to business. You have to be opening your doors to receiving money. Otherwise, you're just giving everything out for free, and that makes you resent everyone who's listening. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a resentful CEO. They want someone who is confident, owns their energy, goes into it with absolute passion and power. And that is exactly who you are. You opened your business because you were passionate, because you want to create a massive impact in this world. So let's talk about sales. Let's air all the issues that we might have, and let's get really clear on how to make this exciting and how to make this fun. Because you want your sales plan to be as exciting and fun as your business. You don't want it to be some mocked up version of what someone has told you to do. There is a million coaches out there that will tell you exactly how you need to make money, the things you need to do, whether it has to be a 5-day launch, all this stuff. I was bought into all of that, and I did a 5-day launch once, and boy, was I knackered. By the end of it, it was just so much content, so much delivery, so much to think about. I was drained by the end, and I thought, I've given all of me to this, and I wasn't in the energy to be able to then really talk about the sales by the end of it and really talk about how people could continue to work with me, because I was so tired by the end that actually it had the opposite effect. So you've really got to make it work for you. There is absolutely no right or wrong way to sell this. All the marketing gurus will tell you it is, but there is no right or wrong way. It has to feel good for your energy. You are the key to this. Your energy, your vibrancy, your passion is what people buy into. If you look at the biggest companies in the world, you look at Nike, you look at Apple, you look at their pages, you look at their Instagram, not one of them will post a product that they sell on their Instagram feed. What they are posting is the feeling they are selling. So Nike is posting that feeling of freedom, that feeling of being out running, that feeling of fun when you exercise. Apple is all about security, like privacy and innovation. So you get that feeling of privacy and innovation in their news feed, in their Instagram feed. So start to think of, what is it that you want your customers to feel like? What's the energy that you are selling? Because that's what you need to create in your energy of sales. It's all about the power and the passion that you are getting out there. Unless you're selling physical products, which even then often have a feeling behind it, it is really all about, what is this content that you are wanting people to purchase, or what is this product really giving the person who's buying it. And that was the reason why you got into it in the first place. So when you roll those years back and you think, what got me into business? It was that individual that you want to buy from you. That is that person that was your why. That was exactly why you got started, because you wanted to connect with that person. You wanted to bring something to that person. And when we get into business over the years, sometimes we lose sight that that is the real reason. And we get so hung up on what we think we can do well and what we think we can't. So potentially you might think you're not very good at sales. You get so hung up on this idea that actually you forget that you just wanted to help that one person. And by you not getting over your fear or you not putting yourself out there, you're not actually helping that person. So it's really important to think of, who is your person? What are they like? What's the personality like? What type of energy have they got? So for me, I love vibrant, fun women who are really passionate about what they do, and there is no stopping them. They might have hit a rut or they might have hit a level in their business that they want to smash through, but there is no stopping them. There's no plan B. There's no second choices. They are going all in because they know they are here to make an impact and build an empire. That is a very different energy than someone who has like an Etsy business on the side or whatever it is. It's a very different passion. So I talk to those women. You'll notice in all of my podcasts, in all of the wording that I say, I talk about impact, I talk about empire. And the reason I do that is because I'm talking to those people who are hearing what I'm saying. Someone who just wants a business that just ticks along nicely isn't going to want to have an empire. They're not going to be sitting there going, yes, an empire really fuels my soul. Going to be like, oh my God, that scares me to death. So think about those key words that you really want to get out in your marketing. You really want to be saying over and over again. Because remember what you're doing, you're manifesting them people into your world. You're bringing your customers to you without you having to do very much. All you're doing is saying the same words and slipping them into different sentences. Suddenly you're selling to those people who are hearing your message without you having to really sell. You're just talking to those people. You're talking their language. You're saying something like empire and you've got people bought in. It's like, yeah, I don't want a business. I want a passion empire. I'm a soulpreneur stepping up as a CEO. I want that energy. That is what I'm here for. So start to think about who you are wanting to market to. And for instance, if you want to market to women, then market to women. Yes, there might be men that want to join your programs. You don't exclude them. But if your sole aspect is you want to market to women, you want to work with women, then that is who you talk to. We often get told, you've got to be really inclusive, but you can be inclusive, but you can also have a niche. Get really clear on who you are here to serve, who you are really about. For me, I'm about female entrepreneurs because I do feel they have tougher times than male entrepreneurs a lot of the time. I am so open to working with male entrepreneurs, but my focus is females because of the things that we overcome using our voice, setting boundaries, having it all, having the family and being able to have a fun business that fills you with freedom and gives you generational wealth. So that is why I want to target women rather than men. So I'm very clear on that. That doesn't mean that I discriminate, but it also means that, I am clear on my niche, and that is who I talk to. So I talk about the things that women go through. I talk about this in everything I do. So get clear on that niche, get clear on that person. I hate the word niche because it sounds too drummed down, but it's just your person. Who's your ideal person? What are they like? You don't have to have a set personality, but what energy are you wanting to vibrate in at? So there is absolutely no right or wrong way to do it. The main thing is you have fun. Once you know who your person is, you will be energized by it. You'll be excited. You'll be like, yes, of course I want to talk to that person. Why would I not want to talk to that person? They are my person. So get really excited about you get to talk about what you do. And that's all selling is. You get to talk about what you're passionate about. all you're doing is offering the opportunity for others to come and take it if they want. You don't need to force anybody's hand. You don't need to push anything. You just need to offer an opportunity. And if it's right for them at that time, then they're going to take it. If it's not, they might come back later. So you've got to not let the results knock you and not let it make you hide neither. Sometimes when you sell, people are going to say no. And that's all right, because it's not for them right now. Or they maybe haven't seen the full benefit yet, or they're maybe not where you want them to be just yet. Either way, it's all fine, but you have to keep showing up. You have to keep doing the sales conversations, doing the marketing, the advertising, talking about your products. Because otherwise, if you're not doing that online, imagine if you had a physical shop. It's like you are not opening the doors. You don't get up in the morning and think, well, I'm not going to open my shop doors today because, it's a Wednesday and let's just not open them. Let's not do it. So when we're online, you've got to be posting about what you do every day, whether that's in your stories, so it's not on your feeds, whether it's in your lives, whatever way, give people an opportunity to work with you or get to know you better. That's what you're here for. You're not here just to give out free content all the time, which is brilliant, but you're here to have a business. You're here to build the empire. So think of, how are you putting yourself out there every single day? How are you talking to your customers every single day? How are you pointing them to your links every single day? And it's not about being pushy or being salesy, but not everybody is online every day. Not everybody is going to see your posts. If you don't talk about it every time you're on, people are going to miss what you do. They're going to miss how you can help them. And they're going to go to someone else who isn't as good as you. And you're missing the opportunity to work with your ideal client. So really start to think, am I showing up enough? Am I talking about what I do? Am I showcasing what I'm passionate about? Because you'll be passionate about your business. So just get passionate about talking to people about your business. It's not about sales. It's about talking about what you do and giving people opportunity to work with you. So clear any old beliefs that you might have about sales as well. Have a think of, what do you think when you think of the word sales? Is it a car salesman? Is it somebody pushing you life insurance in a bank? Like, what is it that's coming up for you? Write them all down and clear the energy that you hold on them. And by doing that, you can write them all down and you could go, but I'm not like that because I'm not like that because I love what I do. This is not a job for me. This is my empire. This is my passion. This is my sole purpose. This is what I'm here to do. God, the universe would not put me here to do this if I wasn't able to talk about it. Like, bring this into your belief system. Allow yourself to take hold with this energy, because you were born to do this. And the biggest thing I can say to you is, it's not over till it's over. Sometimes we have things out for a set amount of time and we kind of put it out the first day, and then we start looking, has anybody bought it? Has anybody bought it? If you think you've been developing a product or you've been developing a program, you've been thinking about it for a while, you've had it in your energy, you've been excited about it. That launch day comes and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. But people are just hearing about this for the first time. You've got to let it simmer sometimes. You've got to let people come up to the boil. You've got to let people hear the message a few times, and you've got to let people say, yes, that is for me. And yes, I can't miss out on it. That doesn't always happen on the first day. It definitely doesn't always happen in the first half an hour. So if you're not getting sales in the first day, that does not mean you're a failure. It means wait till the end of the launch. Look back at that point. If you haven't got what you hope for, that's when you can start to evaluate it. That's when you can start to see, was I showing up enough? Was it my messaging? What is it I want to tweak for next time? Not what was it I did wrong, which is what we all do. We all go to, oh my God, I'm a failure. What did I do wrong? None of that. Go to, what do I want to tweak for next time? This doesn't mean it won't work again. It doesn't mean it'll never work again. I sold the second round of Soulpreneur Academy. That did not sell out. Nobody bought that product, but I launched it again and people bought. Then people joined my MSA program. It does not mean that you are not going to ever sell the same thing again, or you need to rewrite the wheel, or you need to change something. I just look back at that launch and I went, was my energy in it? Did it, the first time I launched it, because it was new and exciting, it went out like hotcakes. And I kind of thought the same would happen again, but I didn't pour the same energy into it. I wasn't as excited because the first time it was like this new thing. So my energy was different. So it didn't sell. And then ultimately I launched it again, rejigged my energy, and boom, it was a total different experience. And like I said, some of them people have now upgraded into my Miraculous Success Academy. So you end up having longer term clients that you work with as well. So really, do not worry if things don't just sell out straight away. That does not mean that you are doing anything wrong. You just might need to tweak some energy. So you've got to keep at that vibrational state. You've got to keep at the energy that is everything's selling, everything's working, everything's amazing. And I'll go into this next week more. I'm going to talk more about how to keep your energy high during a sales period, because it can be hard and it can be difficult. And that's what got me into the energetics. Actually, when I was having a bad launch, I started learning about energetics within that launch, and I had my best launch ever. So we'll dive into that next week, but I want you to start to get thinking about sales, get thinking about your energy towards it, get thinking about your beliefs towards it. And next week, we're going to dive into how you keep your energy upbeat while selling and keeping your message on point. So we're going to dive into that then. But come and join me. This week, I am running a webinar on Soulful Badass affiliates, which is new, and it's a chance for you to make money. There is no upfront fees or anything like that. It is literally a chance for you to make money by talking about manifesting and what you love, which is amazing. But even better, we've got the Quantum Success Activation, which is happening on the 16th of July. That's a 3-day challenge open to you soulpreneurs who want to take your success to rocket heights this year. And the MSA doors are closing on the 26th of July. So make sure you grab your place if you are ready to up level as an entrepreneur. These sales techniques and all of the stuff I talk about in the podcast, I go so much deeper in MSA. It is absolutely epic. And I want to see some amazing queens in there. Have the best week, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.